Why is there such an increase in violent crimes in American cities? In New York City, the murder rate is up 37% from 2 years ago. In Atlanta, 53% from 2019. In Portland, Oregon, murders have increased over 500%. So everybody's asking, what is going on? Well, if you were to ask President Biden, he will say the usual rhetoric about how we need more gun control. The White House recently put out a so-called strategy to reduce crimes. What's the first thing that the president wants to do about this issue? Go after rogue gun dealers. Well, we all know gun dealers must follow the law, like doing background checks. We all agree on that. But I don't think anyone truly believes that legal gun dealers are responsible for the sudden spike in violent crime, including our own Department of Justice. So referring to a Department of Justice 2019 report, inmates who committed a gun crime most likely got their weapons from the black market. No background checks there. In fact, according to this report, only about 1 in 50 federal inmates got a gun from a legal firearms dealer. Speaking of which, if Democrats really want to protect Americans from illegal gun sales, they should support my bill, the Protecting Communities and Preserving the Second Amendment Act, which would actually do that. But getting back to the recent crime wave, the real problem is what everyone knows, but many of my friends on the left dare not say. The real problem is that for the past 14 months, police officers across the country have been vilified for doing their job, which has led to many of those same police leaving their job. In addition, liberal communities, and everybody knows most of our big cities of America are run by Democrat mayors, they've reduced the police forces and even reduced prosecutions. The result is, in San Francisco, for example, as you see on television, shoplifting appears to be a way of life. Some police have pulled back from making sure that we're all safe because in too many cities, elected officials don't have their backs. Last year, Attorney General Barr enacted Operation Legend, which paired federal law enforcement officers up with local police in 9 cities where crimes were soaring. This led to the arrest of 6,000 violent criminals by the end of last year, including hundreds of murderers. Now, does this White House have the will to support law enforcement so the police can make our streets safer? Does the president have their backs? Recently, the president's spokesperson said it was the Republicans who wanted to defend the police, not the Democrats. And that's just what they were trying to say, is that Republicans didn't support the Democrats' irresponsible spending bill back in March. That's not defunding the police. That's just being fiscally responsible. It's not Republicans who say things like, quote, no policing, incarceration, or militarization. It can't be reformed. Or words like, quote, defunding the police means defunding the police. Let me give you another example. The push to take resources away from law enforcement is alive and well over in the House. A couple weeks ago, the Senate passed 3 bills that would support police. First, one is the Protecting America's First Responders Act. That bill makes sure seriously injured first responders or their widows and children get the benefits that they're entitled to. The second bill, the Cops Counseling Act, creates a zone of privacy for police officers so that they can have and protect their privacy. A third bill, the Jaime Zapata and Victor Avila Federal Officers Protection Act, makes it clear that killing a law enforcement officer overseas is a crime in the United States. The Senate passed these bills because when it comes to law enforcement, we've got their backs. But right now, Democratic leadership in the House is preventing a vote on these bills. Why? I don't know. They're bipartisan bills that should easily pass with resounding support. If you're with me on funding the police, I know you'll support these bills. If the president wants to reduce crime, he will tell our police, go out there, patrol our streets. We've got your back. I yield the floor.
President. Good. Senator from Alabama.
Thank you.